Welcome back to Inside the Show. I'm your host, Scuffy, alongside Cougs, and we are here to talk about a lot of things, Cougs. We got the fourth inning program, we got player month predictions, we got a new event, we got a lot of new content that just came this week, and much more to come in July. We got, like we said, player month. I think we even might, by the end of the month here, Cougs, that we'll probably get Team Infinity Season 3, and maybe this could be one of the biggest months of MLB show content that we'll get in July. But let's go. Let's start it off. First off, how's everything going? All good?
Everything's all good. I actually have I want to ask you a question because I believe this week you went to an interesting baseball game, and I want to hear all about it.
Oh man, that's probably the other thing I forgot to bring up. Yeah, I went to the Yankee and I went to a Tawny Day. Let's just say that that was the main reason. So I was looking earlier this week. The Angels were in town in Yankee Stadium, and let me say first that getting to Yankee Stadium is not the most ideal from Long Island. From getting there, it took me like an hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes, just because there's so much traffic, especially go rush time. But anyway, the reason why we went is because Otani was pitching on Wednesday. And what does he do on Monday and Tuesday? Monday hits a bomb. Tuesday not only hits one, but hits two. And then come Wednesday, I am hyped up. I'm like, I'm ready to see Otani go scoreless 6 innings. And I'm sitting there. And let me tell you, it was humid, man. It was absolutely humid. Like, I don't blame what happened to Dylan Bundy. I think that was on Monday night because, dude, it was probably the same type of atmosphere for Wednesday. It was just it was humid, it was hot, it was just I was sweating within 5 minutes I was there, but not like you listeners needed to know about this, but anyway, just setting up the atmosphere. But yeah, I was pumped. I didn't care about the hot because we get to see Otani. MVP so far for AL. I mean, let's just say that he's the MVP. First at bat pops up. All right, goes to left field, but the bottom first. That's just it was crazy. Doesn't even last a full inning here, Cougs. I don't know what to say. Hey, I'm still happy I got to see him in real life and just to see that I saw Otani with my own 2 eyes. But unfortunately, he only went 2 and the third innings, and that was the reason why I was there. I wouldn't go there to see a Yankee game just because to see the Yankees. I was there for Otani and Otani only. And yeah, fortunately, it just didn't go my way.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, I think he was due for a rough outing. I mean, he's literally been playing like a video game character. At some point, he had to come down to earth a little bit, but that's kind of that's always kind of in the back of your mind whenever you go see Otani pitch because you want to see him pitch and hit on the same day. And if they take him out from pitching, he's not going to hit the rest of the game, so you kind of lose on both ends of that. But no, it's still cool to say that you got to go see him. I assume you didn't stay for the entire thing.
No, I didn't stay for the entire game because there was a rain. It's funny. By the end of by the top of the second, it was already an hour into the game and me and my buddy were like, all right, this game's going to last until like 1 a.m. on the east side, and we still had to drive maybe an hour and a half away. So we're like, all right, let's wait and let's stay for about 2 hours. It was about 8:45. We're like, all right, let's leave. And literally, if this was before it started raining, literally as we step out of the stadium, it downpoured. It was just like it just made it like I don't know. I wasn't meant to be there that day or something.
It was a perfect storm.
Yeah, pretty much. It was a perfect storm, and we on the way to their car, we were just in downpour rain, and that was one of 2 rain delays. But how about it? I wish it never rained and we just stuck it out because the Angels came back. Freaking Walsh hits a grand slam off Chapman in the 9th. You guys score 7 runs to come back and win. Oh man, I would have loved to see that.
Insanity. Just unbelievable. I don't even. That's one of those games. That's like a foolish baseball video in one game right there. Like
it really is.
It was crazy. So
and freaking Phil Goshen being your cleanup hitter, and like Phil Goshen is going to be the cleanup hitter. And what does he do in the first inning? Hits an apple taco. Get the 2-run home run. I was like,
the
okay,
goose is loose, baby.
Yeah, man. I was like, sign me up. I'm ready for it. But It was, you know what is funny? I was looking at the box score as well, and there's so many relievers that the Angels have that I like to use in BR. Cheeseck pitch, Mayer's pitch, Claudio pitch is a common lefty stud if you don't know about him. There was another one, Iglesias pitch. It was like these are the guys I drafted in my
Yeah.
BR. Like you legit have a BR bullpen.
Yep. Absolutely. But as you know, sometimes BR bullpens don't always translate
Yes,
that well.
that is very true.
It is
That was
kind of
very,
crazy when you think about it, though.
but yeah, it was funny because I knew all the guys, and now you're gonna have Dylan. I think just announced today. Dylan
Or yeah, I
Bundy's
think it was
moving to
yesterday. Yeah,
or yesterday.
yeah. Bundy's in the pen. I think it'll be good for him. But he's there's some things he's doing differently this year that I feel like is making him pitch worse. But at the end of the day, hopefully the bullpen will help him. But I mean, dude, at the end of the day, you got to see Otani pitch, and
Mhm.
you got to come home and then enjoy some MLB The Show content.
Yeah, pretty much. It's funny. I got home and it was end of the first rain delay. I didn't miss a thing.
Oh, really? You got home
Yeah,
before the next
didn't
inning
miss.
started?
Yeah, I didn't miss a thing because the rain delay lasted that long. It was kind of weird.
That's
But yeah,
perfect.
as you said, we got plenty of MLB show content. We got first off, let's go over the event. We got a new event, switch hitting event, and we got a new prospect series card, and well, not prospect series, sorry, new future star card. Jason Dominguez, the hyped up mini Mickey Mantle Trout, whatever nickname you want to give him. He makes his way as a future star card. He already had this prospect series card. I love that card, by the way. And now we had the 96 overall IA. I was excited to see that card get dropped. And let's first off, before we talk about the card and talk about the event, let's just give the kudos where kudos belongs, and that's the content team because a lot of people in the community were not I guess, excited about the previous event awards. I think that was the Fraser or the Brian Roberts or Nick Markakis. Wow, tongue twister for me. But going from that and now to a 96 Jason Dominguez, I think that was kind of cool to see, and you gotta give kudos to the content team because that was a great reward. And Cougs, I played with them. I loved them. How? Let me ask you: Did you First off, did you love the event being at Polo?
No, I did not. And that is pretty much why I decided to just buy him outright. I sold him back, and I'm waiting for his price to go down a little bit before I pick him up again. But
Mm,
it was too tempting not to just try him out. So yeah, no, I did. I wouldn't say I did good with him. I had a couple really satisfying swings, and towards the end of the day, when I was using him for 4 or 5 rank games, I started to, figure it out a little bit with his swing. But yeah, I think I was playing all my games on Legends, so that's gonna be rough regardless. But if I look at my numbers right here, in 16 at bats, I have 3 hits and 8 strikeouts. One of those hits was a homer, though. It was a homer
mhm.
on Legend off the foul pole. So yeah,
Nice.
he's a solid card. Switch hitter is always going to be a plus, and I think that if you're using Byron Buxton and then you end up trying out Dominguez, I think this is a very strong replacement for Buxton. So that's kind of how I'm viewing his card.
Oh, without doubt. And then, like, as we always mention, if you power him up, I mean, if you give him power 5, he has 99 speed to go on top of it. So you'll take that. And I believe one of his, he's in like the mid 90s. If I remember, I don't have it on top of my screen right now. I have the bosses that we're about to go over, but not Jason Dominguez. But I remember him having at least a very balanced card for a
Yeah.
switch hitting card. Very, very balanced. We all know that these switch hitting players always play above their attributes. It's just because I feel like all switch hitter swings are kind of glitchy, quote unquote, of course. So I was very excited to see that Jason Mingus. And yeah, I actually didn't mind Polo, but the reason why for me is because with that event, I have a lot of switch hitters, like lower tier cards. I have like Dilson Carson, I call him Dilson, Dylan Carson, Tops Now, Live Series VR, Live Series Hap, and I'm missing one more, and Live Series Mondesi. And I'm at Power 4 on all of them. So I'm using that for my, I guess, grinding because I rather grind against another person than on the CPU than beating up the Orioles or Rockies. So I'm trying to use them to get my super factor card. So I've been enjoying it with Polo because anything can happen in Polo. You could get these weird hitting results, and they'll still go out because it's 258 down the line both ways. So I might be one of the few that don't mind using Polo for this stadium lock.
Yeah, I don't know. Polo for me is like it's cool to play at once in a while. It's a fun little challenge or just a thing to, throw you off a little bit. But for me, like 25 wins there, not to mention the ones you lose, like that's just
Yeah.
and that's a little overboard for my own taste. So
No, I
I
feel it.
yeah, I just picked him up. But yeah, still easily I think though the in terms of the rewards, the best event of the year without a doubt.
Oh yeah. And then with all the packs you get on the way too.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So it was very nice. So we got that new event, and then just yesterday we got the fourth inning program. We got the new three bosses. Let's go over the boss that was revealed earlier. Remember, we had the 99 Wander Franco,
Mm-hmm.
and for the limited time that ended on the 23rd, I believe. Did I end on the
20
23rd?
no 29th 29th.
29th. It started at like the 22nd and lasts for a week. Yeah, 29th. And then we saw a video released by SCS with Ramon indicating that we hear your feedback that you guys love Wander Franco. So why not drop 99 Future Star card Wander Franco come the fourth inning program? And from the looks of it, because we saw other community members getting a different graphic for the fourth inning program, it looks like they were leaning more towards Robin Yount to be the third be where Wander is, but they must have did a last minute type of decision and put Wander Franco in for the Future Star card. So that I thought that was awesome. So we now have 99 Wander, and then we got 99 Eddie Murray, the Gold Glove, and then Triple Crown. I think this is the first Triple Crown card that we're seeing
Yeah.
for the pitching side. Chrissy Mathewson. So those are going to be a three fourth inning bosses. Let me ask you what you were thinking just without the attributes alone about these three, and then we'll
I
get to
Yeah, no,
after.
I mean just to even get right into it. When I saw that these are the three bosses, I would be lying if I said that I had really any sort of excitement for this program. I did not like when we were watching the stream, like so we already knew Wander was gonna be there, so we were looking for the other two. I saw Eddie Murray and I was like, I don't know if we may have had one. I think we had a signature 99 Eddie Murray back in 19, I think. But I mean, he came out late in the year. I don't even remember. I might just be ignorant on that one. But either way, Eddie Murray was like, okay, I like his cards, his lower tier cards. But I mean, for me, uh, is he really like the guy? Is he like the cog I want over at first base? I don't know. And then when I saw Christy Mathewson, my heart just sank because I've never once had a good game with any Christy Mathewson card ever since he's been in. I think he came in 19. Never once have I had a good game with him. I hate how long his windup takes. I don't like his pitch selection. So just off the namesake alone, I was a little bit, I wouldn't say a little bit, I was very underwhelmed. Also, like even going to Wander, I think I would have been way more excited about Wander Franco if we didn't have his 99 already for a week. And then it's like, oh, well, now here's a different 99 Wander. Like, I think I would have been like, oh my God, we got Wander Franco. They're actually doing it versus, expecting it and having already kind of used it. So,
Yeah, I feel it. I didn't get a chance to use 99 Wander the limited time just because of work. I haven't got grounded, so I was more excited to be able to use them. So once I saw Eddie Murray, I barely play good with Eddie Murray cards, so I had that already in my mindset. Like, okay, this is a card I'm not going to really like because I was one of the few that just didn't do well with him. Like I always gave those Eddie Murrays a shot, like either the Dodgers one or the 94 Orioles one from the past. I was like, all right, this card has to be good. I just never did good with them. So that's already preset in my brain. And then, like you said, seeing Christy Mathewson, the long windup, and I was like, okay, I not really as excited as I should be for these three. However, Cougs, once they revealed the attributes, it kind of shifted away a little bit because I'm not gonna lie, the Eddie Murray card looks pretty damn good if you ask me. The Chrissy Mathewson, just seeing his control, I was telling you just a little bit before this podcast that he even might be my choice just by seeing his control and then seeing him having a screwball and a sinker part of his pitch repertoire. And then the Wander Franco, we all knew that was going to be good regardless. So um, he was always there to be a solid choice. But for me personally, Cougs, I'm looking at this. I played with all three of them already on BR. I had to try them out. And I'm not going to lie, I know it was All Star, but my choice right now, it's probably Chrissy Mathewson.
I mean, fair enough. I can't deny, any sort of success you had. So, I mean,
Yeah.
I'm hoping I have the same, you know, experience. I said it on my stream. I'm gonna give all three cards a fair shot. I mean, I'm not gonna just not use them. Like, I'm gonna try them out. But I am going in with very low expectations. And like Eddie Murray, I think I'll be good with him. Like, I think I will like his card. I think I'll like his swing. Like I said, I've always been pretty good with his lower overall card, so there's really nothing for me to be worried about there. Wander, I didn't do great with his 99 prospect when they boosted that up. And now, looking at his card, there are so many lefty pitchers in this game. Tom Glavine, Al Leiter, Vida Blue, James Paxton, Cliff Lee. That's a full five starting rotation right there of just lefties. And his numbers are a little weaker against lefties when you could easily have your ball player have the really good attributes, or you could have Ernie Banks over there, or whoever it is. Like, I just Wander for me is like, I'm excited that he's finally in the game. I'm happy that they actually gave us a Future Stars version of his card this year, but I think after looking at the numbers and having used the prospect, I don't think he's really going to be, hanging around my squad. And then, of course, like I said, Christy Mathewson, I've never been good with any of his cards. So I'm hoping that 21 is the year that changes. Like, I'm going to give him a fair shot. I'm going to give him a debut. We'll see what happens. But honestly, if I said I was excited, I'd be lying. So that's just me, though. That's just me. I
Oh,
had some
yeah,
people in my stream tell me that, like, you know, oh, you shouldn't be these are good cards, you're just complaining and stuff. I'm like, dude, like, this is just my opinion for my team. Like, just because I like a card or I don't like a card doesn't mean that you're gonna like or dislike the card. Everybody's got different preferences, everybody's got different rosters, everybody's got different play styles. It's just, for me, these cards don't really do it for me. That's all it comes down to.
exactly. Everyone's different. That's why I would never get anyone saying that you don't like this card or someone else likes a card. I mean, there's been plenty of cards like, me. I love these lower tier cards, and there's some cards I really love using. You're like, why would you want to ever use that card? It's different for everyone, and that's the beauty of the content that we have for MLB Show. That's why there's no such thing as so much content because everyone's different on how they play. I'm telling you, Christy Mathewson, I didn't expect me liking at all. But with pinpoint now being a thing, I don't mind the long windup. And I'm telling you, every every I say from 90% like perfect that you get or above, it's going legit at the spot I want to. And then yeah, I mean it's just I loved using it. I will say I did get to use Eddie Murray as well um in BR, and I was saying before how much I didn't like using Eddie Murray cards in previous because I just never hit good with them. I started raking with that card too. So I they might not be the best names on paper, I should say, but these are really solid cards to use. And I will probably see myself using Eddie Murray and Christy Mathewson in my starting lineup once I do get them.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah.
But that's not the only players we got in this program, by the way. We got some henchmen and we got some fourth inning classics. So from previous MLB The Show games. And uh honestly, some of these classics and some of these henchmen I'm more excited about than some of these bosses. I can't even lie. I'm a
I
I'm a
yeah,
I
I'm
yeah.
right with you. So
Do you want here? I'll do the henchmen, you do the
yeah,
classics. let's talk about these because I'm really excited about Raleigh Fingers. Remember how Raleigh Fingers? I was it man, was it 19 or 20 where he had a card in the XP reward path that was like I think it was last year
That's
because I
last
think
year.
it was an
Yep.
awards card. Yeah, that card was awesome, especially early in the game. Loved the pitch mix, loved using him out of the pen. I was really happy with him. So I'm honestly, I'm more excited about Raleigh than anybody else. Tony Perez, I did have some cool moments with him when I was doing like the Reds theme team last year or the Reds all time team or whatever. He had some pretty clutch hits in that game. So he's always a nice little underrated card that kind of goes under the radar. And then, of course, we got the return of John Smoltz. We got his starting pitcher all star card from 1992. So the John Smoltz memes can come back. But yeah, as far as the henchmen, I think it's a solid little set of henchmen.
Yeah, the Raleigh Fingers was, I think, like a in 19. That card was like a collection award, either through the live series, like maybe like the division collection award.
I
But I
think
remember
he might have been. I think he was the Brewers team collection. I think.
it could have been. It could definitely have been. But I love that card in 19. It was part of my ESL. It was him and Eckersy, and both of them did great for me. So I'm looking forward to using that Raleigh Fingers as well. Has 4 pitches, forkball, sinker, fastball, changeup. I mean, you can't ask for it's it's a solid pitch mix for that overall type of card. And then we got the classics as well. We got a new classics pack. We got Tommy Edman, Player of Month. We got Player of Month, Trevor May, which was from, I believe, 19. I think Tommy Edman was from 19 as well. And then we got another flashback. Since we're getting close to All Star game, we got Home Run Derby, Jock Peterson making his way back in the game. And I that Tommy Edman on paper, and I love using Tommy Edman cards. The past couple of years, Tommy Edman has been a staple for my BR teams, and I'm very excited to see how that card shapes up now. Since I fell more in love with using Edman and see how his higher diamond plays.
Yeah, and the thing is, Tommy Edman, even his lower overall or his live series or whatever is solid. Um, you know, this 91 is really good, and the amount of secondary positions he gives you and everything, like this is a
Mm.
great pick in BR if you can land on him. Um, because Jock Peterson, obviously he's like the flashy guy in this pack. He's the guy that everybody is going to talk about. But if I'm in BR and I see Jock in the first round, or not the first round, but if I see Jock come up, I might not even be as inclined to take him because I could still get his bronze, and his bronze is going to do the Jock Peterson stuff. So,
Mhm.
yeah, it's awesome that Jock is back. I think this classics pack is really good. Even that Trevor May is underrated. I know he doesn't have a sinker, cutter, any of those type of pitches, but I don't know, something about Trevor May. I always pick him
It's
up
his
in BR.
release.
Is it his release? Is
It's
that
the
what it is?
over top releases sometimes are very decisive. I mean,
Yeah,
not decisive. Very hard to pick up. Um,
deceptive.
Deceptive. That's what the word I was
Yeah.
trying to figure what to say. Um, and then for some reason, it just with his 12-6 fast 4 seam and 2 seam, sometimes it just works. I mean, I don't know. It like every time I face Trevor May, I feel like I'm going to hit him, and then all of a sudden they shut me down 1, 2, 3 with his live series card. So, yeah, it's very. I don't know what it is. That's the only thing I can pinpoint. It's just his release point. So yeah, it was great to see those classic cars come back. I hope we see more. There was another couple of tidbits that shout out to the content team. The 42 series pack that's sellable they put in
Hmm.
there for the choice pack. Not only that, for the last part of the program, we have a 90 plus pack that gives you one card from that. It's not a choice pack. You open the pack and you get a 90 plus live series. So that combats the live series collection. That combats the Jackie Robinson collection. And hey, you just have to shout out to the content team for doing that because it's going to make it easier for players to get the live series collection and get Jackie.
Yeah, and I mean, even other things in there. You got like the kitchen sink packs. You've got, I think, 4 pieces of diamond equipment for your ball player. You've got I think a diamond ball player perk pack in there, or it might just be another equipment pack. I'm not 100% sure, but
Mhm.
there's just a lot of value in this program, and that's one thing I definitely do want to give them a lot of credit for, is that even though I found the bosses to be underwhelming, everything else in this program is very good. I think the value is there. I think like I said, the henchmen and the classics, two very solid packs. And then just, all the other stuff, very, very solid program. I was just a little underwhelmed with the bosses, but overall, I think they did a good job with the whole structure of it all.
Oh, without doubt. I agree. So, if you're listening to this and you haven't started yet, what you should be doing once you get the 14 promo, there's an Evolution Players Collection, which we got the new dailies here, Cougs. We got Psycho Pablo Sandoval, the Panda,
Mm-hmm.
um, being the 97 overall card. But then we got the Evolution cards with the Nelson Cruz, Whitey Ford. Nelson Cruz is basically the same Silver Slugger card that we saw last year, I believe, just with a different pitcher. And then we got Signature Series Whitey Ford that you could progress up. I'm just going to point out, just because I need to point it out, the bronze Nelson Cruz, look out for BR, man. 88 power against lefties, be a nice BR bench bat.
Yeah.
So if you see them there, previous bosses collection, just as normal. And then we got the 4th of July Conquest map. I with the flag. That was cool to see. So we got that. And so you got some stuff that you could start progressing to get your 14 program. Eventually, we'll get player programs and much more to do, showdown, etc. So just a little tidbit.
Yeah. We were talking about the daily moments.
Hmm.
Um, Pablo, man,
Yeah, the Pablo
Pablo.
looks good.
I
Really?
wish he had catcher, but maybe I'm
Yeah.
getting greedy at that point.
Yeah, I think we're just getting greedy.
I mean,
We're
he's
just asking for. I mean, we kind of asked for like Jimmy Fox. They gave it to us. We'll get to player a month because we know who we're going to be talking about, who we want catcher as well.
yeah, yeah.
Which I think I pretty much can guarantee that he will. Because we'll get to that more as we get to player month predictions. But yeah, it would have been nice.
It
But
would have
still,
been.
it's cool to see a cycle card because what happened earlier this week, we got Trey Turner hitting his
Hmm.
third cycle already, record tying, and he did it on his birthday. And hey, who knows? I love Trey Turner cards. I loved his live series was like the first shortstop I had starting this year. And to get a cycle Trey Turner card maybe later on this year, I'll be all for it.
Yeah, and that wouldn't even be the first cycle card we have in the game. We already have the Kevin Biggio. He has a cycle card, so we know what it looks like. And I think, dude, Trey Turner. Remember that 99 tops now last year?
Hmm.
Oof, we
Yep.
could get there is a lot of avenues where Trey Turner could get a really strong card, and hopefully they don't do him dirty this year.
I mean, he even could get a finder's card. I mean,
Yeah.
he should have been in the top 5 for voting for shortstops in the
Oh,
All-Star
yeah,
game, but
absolutely.
he wasn't. I mean, that's just it's another Cedric Mullins type of thing. Cedric Mullins should be starting in the All-Star, but that's a whole different story. Um, I do want to bring up something new that they put in, and that was the ball player collection and exchanges. Now you could earn diamond ball player packs by collecting batting, pitching, and utility perks. You could exchange your bronze and silver perks to earn silver and gold perk packs. So that was a cool addition to make it a little easier and streamline that. So just to point that out again, you now have ball player collection and exchanges that you can use for your ball player. So
Mhm.
if you need to do that, we also got new tops now moments. We got Tony Santillan, uh, Reds pitcher, 89 overall. We got Kurt Kalassi. I'm probably botching this. Catcher, 89 overall. And then we got Miguel Sano, which I didn't see coming, by the way, 91 overall. And then Julia Reyes from the Dodgers, starting pitcher, 92 overall. But how about that Sano card? They brought it up on the stream yesterday. That's pretty cool. If you didn't see it yet, the top now card, pretty much, it's one of his walk-offs and he has the bubble gum bucket over his head.
Mhm.
So, and we saw last week, I believe, one the Red Sox Royal being in the actual bucket where they drag him through, or to not drag him, push him through the dugout. So that was kind of cool.
Yeah, no, I do. I'm never gonna say no to a Miguel Sano card. It's just never gonna happen. So when I
Yeah,
saw that,
I was just surprised because we already got his gold one.
I know
Like,
that's what I'm saying. Like, and they just dropped another one on us with the power and everything. I'm just like, dude, Miguel Sano, dude, his bronze can live on my God squad. That's how good he is. Like,
mhm.
he's just insane. So then you add a gold that I'm very excited about, and then you add another one, a diamond. It's just like, geez, man. I feel like he gets a tops now like every year, or like
Yeah,
a low diamond every year. It's crazy.
yeah. Hey, we'll take it. Though. Fortunately, last night didn't go well. He was 0 for I think 4 and left 9 people on base, but that's a different story. I I I, I remember just seeing Paul Sporer just tweeting at that, and it's in my back of my head. Anyway, let's move on. And let's not get off tangent. Do we go over the headliner pack with Dwight Evans,
We did
Gold
not.
Glove,
We did
Dwight
not.
Evans? So that's the headliner that we got received yesterday. There is a lot of people. There's some people out there that actually really love using Dwight Evans cards. So I would give it a shot. The defense is always going to be there, but you always could give them a shot, see how you feel. If you're looking for a nice defensive right fielder out there. I haven't played with Dwight Evans, but I know a lot of people like the face of franchise with Dwight Evans card last year. It was sneaky from what I heard, but I don't know, Cougs. Do you have any reviews on Dwight Evans?
No, I haven't used him. At least as far in the past, or as far as in the past, his cards have always looked good on paper, but I don't know. It's never really translated well to the game. You know, he's just kind of one of those cards. Might be his weird stance, the way he holds the bat. I don't know, but yeah, for me, I would not say that's a bad card whatsoever. It looks very solid. It's just
Yeah,
not really. Yeah, I probably have no need to pick him up or use him.
yeah, I feel it. Be it like on a budget squad type of thing.
Yeah, or like
Could be.
a Red Sox team build or something like
Team
that.
bit. Exactly. Now you could get that Panda too for the Red
Yeah,
Sox
that's
team
true.
build, man. Yeah, man. So yeah, that was the content that we got this week. We do have more content coming, I believe, next week. We got the Moonshot event comes back next
Mhm.
week.
Mhm.
We got the Moonshot coming, dropping on the 9th. That's always been probably the I would say that's the number one event that everyone loves is the Moonshot event. When you have your common pitchers against your diamond studs for hitting. So I'm wondering if they're going to do a player lock, no player lock, a stadium lock. Yo, stadium lock that to ship it, make people go crazy. Or did they do
Ah,
cores before?
did they?
I feel like they did cores before with the no, they I don't know. I don't
There
think
Coors
I
there
shipped it.
was a no. The Coors Stadium lock was last year
Uh-huh.
when Cody Bellinger was the event reward. I remember that because I
Okay.
won 20 games at Coors to get I forget there was because in that program it was Bellinger, Arietta, and I forget who the other one was. Oh, Verlander. I think Bellinger was the 20 or
Okay.
Arietta. I don't know, whichever way it was, but one of those was locked at Coors. So I think that's what it was.
It would make more sense to do at cores because it's a Moonshot event, home run derby, all-star game at course. So
Yeah, and we should be. We'll briefly touch on it. We should be expecting some more All Star content coming out in July. Like you said, this could be the biggest month of Diamond Dynasty we've had in a
mhm,
long time. So we could be expecting a lot more All Star content. There's a
yep.
guy that we're going to talk about when we're doing Player of the Month predictions that could get a home run derby car. We got there's a lot to
There's so
speculate
much.
on.
Yeah, I really think this is probably the biggest month of Diamond Dynasty that we could get me in quite a while.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say ever, but in quite a while, especially if we get fifth inning at the later end. Did they say how long fourth inning is going to end? I didn't look at the time
I don't know. It probably ends like late this month, if not at the beginning of
because
next month.
the only reason why I bring that up because last year the big inning, I think the biggest program that we had last year was the fifth inning where we
Yes.
got Mo, Walker, and then Poppy. Saying we could get fifth inning this time around with Team Infinity Season 3, if that's the case, yeah, this will be the biggest
Yeah.
DD month we ever see.
Yeah. Not to mention possibly the new collection
Oh
because
yeah,
we got
sweet.
Trout in July last year.
It's funny that you speak that. So remember the tease? I know we're getting off tangent, but hey, it is what it is. remember the tease that they gave us with the Mo collection, like
Yeah.
with all the different like stadiums.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
That do you, I'm someone posted this on Reddit. I wish I had the username. Um, do you think that photo is for 5 different collections now?
I think five's a little overboard. I don't think they're gonna do five. I don't think they need to do five. I think they should keep it at maximum three.
That's why,
Um,
yeah.
but I'm not saying it couldn't happen. I don't think I don't think
Maybe
that's what
they could.
they're going for because I mean if you go to your collections menu in the game, um, and you go to that legends and flashbacks part right next to where it says live series, it has the 3 cards on the live series part, and Mo is positioned exactly where Soriano is positioned. So it's kind of has open slots for at least 2 more. So I
Okay.
think they're probably going to do that. I don't think it's going to be 5, but I mean it could be. Who knows? SDS has surprised us in the past before.
Who knows? Yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. But yeah, well, we should probably see it. If they do 3, we'll probably see that maybe towards August. Who knows if they drop in July? Oh my God, um, there's so much stuff they had to do in July, so I'm sure they're gonna be busy, man,
Well,
throughout
didn't
this week. But I'm sure it's gonna be fun.
they dropped Mo on the day of another big content drop? I think was it Buxton or was it
They could have. Yeah, I
Semyon
feel like they did do it on another big drop. I know
Eh,
that.
or it might have been like the third inning program or something. I don't know. It was it was some big drop. I don't remember which one it was.
Yeah, it was something, but we'll talk about that more once they give us
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
clue for that. Let's get to our second half of the show, and that was, as you were saying before, the monthly awards, which drop on the 7th. I think that's a Wednesday.
Yes.
Am I right? I love it. I love how they do Player Month, like dropping on either a Tuesday or Wednesday.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, this month, Cougs, in June can actually rival what we thought was probably the best player month, which is April. Could definitely rival it by being the best player month we ever get.
Yeah, I think April's gonna be hard to beat, but if there's a class to do it, I think this June could rival it.
It definitely can. So let's. Do you want to start from because previously when we did our predictions, we started from the Lightning, then moved down toward. Do you want to start? We want to build it up.
Yeah. You go first. You go first on some maybe some more like lower overalls that you think could
Mhm.
fly in here.
Okay, so let me go for a first name. I mentioned him earlier this week, and that is Lou Trevino, reliever
Okay.
for the Oakland A's. Let me just tell you, his if you're not using his live series bronze for BR, use him. He has a little funky delivery. We already knew that, but he has a sinker, cutter, fastball, and I believe a 12 curveball. I could be wrong with there, but his repertoire is great. He just it's hard to pick up sometimes with his delivery. He has a sneaky fastball. Why I say sneaky because the way he delivers the ball, where if you get your inside or outside corners with his fastball, because if they're expecting a sinker, you'll get people looking and strike them out. But he had 20 innings where he didn't give up a run. So in the month of June, so I could hope for like a low. I don't care if it's 90 to 91. I would hope for a Lou Trevino card. That's one of them. A Brian Reynolds card would be fun. He's been having a nice little month in June. I believe he hit 376. His OPS was over 1.087, as I'm reading here. He had 7 home runs, 22 RBIs. He had 4 doubles and then 35 hits. That's a card I would like to see. And I'm trying, and then the other cards are kind of where it just, it's going to be the borderline. Do I want them to be lighting or not? I was trying to pick up a pitcher, and I couldn't pick. I mean, DeGrom had a great June. I'm not gonna lie, he had a great June, but they're not going to give him, especially when they just updated his live series card. And how about it? They updated his live series cards twice in 2 roster updates. One giving him outlier, and the other one just giving him the control of his pitches, which is that card might be better. I know overalls are kind of overrated. It might be better than his finest card last year, just based on the control they gave him, and then eventually give him outlier. But if there was a pitcher out there, a couple names that come out to me, Kyle Gibson would be nice. Um, Sean Manaea, another ace, had a nice little June as well. Even had a complete game shutout. Be always good to see him. But nothing else really stands out to me for pitching side. I'm not too sure if you had any pitchers that you would like to see.
Um, I have well, one of them was going to be Sean Mania. I think
Okay.
he is a good candidate for one. I think he's a solid little, maybe mid to low level one that you could find in the program. Brad Hand also had a pretty strong month, 10 for
Oh,
10
okay.
in save opportunities. 1.65 ERA, struck out 14. So I mean, he could probably get a solid little bullpen card, lefty arm. Pretty we take those. I don't
Hmm.
think anybody's going to say no to more lefty bullpen arms, so I think that's a good one. Um, and as far as hitters, um, th- there's a couple guys that the thing is with this is that there are so many deserving players that could possibly get a lightning card that I
Yeah.
don't even know if I talk about one guy, it's like, oh, I think he could be in the program, but he kind of has a shot to be the Lightning or
Yep.
this guy. So like, there's so many ways you could go with it. So it's kind of hard for me to even like pinpoint some guys that are more towards the lower end.
Hmm.
Um, so
That's how I felt. I'm the
yeah,
same way. Maybe Tapia from the Rockies.
okay, okay.
He could
Um,
be another lower, but everyone else, I mean, I'm kind of like, all right, I would like a lightning card of them, but I know they're like on the cusp of it, but I don't know if it's going to be them. Let's just go straight into it. Let's
well,
go straight.
I do have
Oh,
one
you have one.
lower overall. Just
Okay.
have
Okay.
one. I think he might get maybe a 92, 93. I'm gonna say JP Crawford from the
Yes, that's
Mariners.
another one from the
Yes.
Mariners. Yes.
He
He should be upgraded as his live series card as
Yeah,
well soon.
100%.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, that's another one. And a lot of people like I never got around him using good in like his lower series, live series card, but a lot of people do like his live series card. So that'd be good for them. Um, but yeah, I mean, the next couple names, it's kind of like on the cusp of like lighting. Let's just bring out the main guy. I'm not the main guy, but let's bring out one name. As much as we would love to have him lighting, and we already mentioned before, um, he's not going to get the lightning card, and that's Kyle Schwarber. As much as I
Oh, I thought we
know,
were talking about somebody else. Okay, go ahead.
okay. Oh no, I was going to say Kyle Schwarber because he's not going to get a lightning card just because his splits. Yes, he got one home run against late in June against Rich Hill with a lefty, but I just don't see him being the guy. I will love to see him be the guy. I just don't see it. I see him being on the higher end of the stick. But my God, what a month he has been putting on! A historic month, let's just say that. Um, but it just felt like he just flipped a switch, and I call it the Kevin Long effect because Kevin Long is the Nationals hitting coach, and we've seen this type of like hitting run before with a lefty, and I'm gonna go. He was the Mets hitting coach by then, and that was when Murph was going on his home run tear in the postseason. This reminded me of that, just the adjustments that Kyle Schwarber kind of made, but this is more impressive. Even though it's in the regular season, he's just been absolute. I don't know why people are pitching to him. I don't, but
Yeah, you're not wrong.
yeah,
Um,
Schwarber is definitely gonna get a Player of the Month card. He's guaranteed.
yeah. I actually disagree.
Oh,
I think that Schwarber, out of all the options, in my opinion,
uh-huh.
I think they're gonna give him the lightning. I think they're gonna do it. I've been on the
Okay.
fence. Same reasoning as you. Those splits might hurt him. I think they are going to make him fully maxed out against righties. 125, 125. Maybe not his well, actually I don't know. I don't have his actual righty lefty splits. Let me pull those up real quick as we're talking. But I think with what he's done this month, the fact that he's hit 16 home runs in June, the fact that
I
he's
think it's
got
17. Was it?
I thought it was 16. It might be
Oh, it's 16.
17. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, he hit 280, OPS at 1122. Like he did everything he was supposed to do in June to get there. And obviously the stretch really helped, but I think with all the other options, I
Mhm.
think SDS is going to do it. I think they're going to listen to the community, because the community loves Kyle Schwarber. They love his cards. They love his bronze. They love that diamond flashback we used to have. I think it's going to be him. And we were
Okay.
talking about some other options when you started talking about it. You were like, this guy, he's not going to get the lightning card, even though we'd want him to. I thought you were actually talking about Shohei because
Oh yeah, I will love. He's not game player month card though.
no, yeah, because he in June he led the entire league, not just the AL, in OPS and slugging. Dude, he
Mhm.
slugged almost 900 in June. Like that's nuts. But the thing is, Shohei's in the Derby.
Yeah.
If Shohei wins the Derby, we're getting a max power Shohei, hopefully with pitching stats and everything. Probably not. They'll probably make him a right fielder. But either way, we're going to get a maxed out Shohei Ohtani. So there's no point in them giving him a player of the month card if he has the chance to win the Derby to get that.
Yeah.
However, there are a lot of guys, like I said, that could be deserving of that lightning card. Even though I do think Schwarber will get it, you've got Jonathan Scope. Great
Mhm.
month.
We love Jonathan Scope here.
We're never going to say no to a Diamond Jonathan
Oh
Scope.
my god. But
We
he's a second baseman. Oh, actually, he's playing first, but
Yeah, but I mean, I don't think that matters as much because we
yeah.
got two shortstops in a row last year, right? With Didi and Correa.
Oh yeah, that was the
Even
flashback ones though.
yeah, but still, I
Yeah, no, I feel it. Yeah, you're
yeah.
right.
Um, and then so I said what? Scope,
Scope. Yep.
Matt Olson,
Yep. That's my lightning choice.
Matt Olson. Okay.
Yeah.
Altuve. He doesn't. Altuve's a little bit lower on some of these things, but I
Mhm.
mean he only hit 257 in the month, which take that for what you will. But he had 10 homers, 24 walks this month. Like he's up there. Um, and then some of the other guys like Vlad Jr. I don't think we'll obviously get one of him. Nelson Cruz, we just got a diamond of him in the monthly awards. I'm sorry, the daily moments. Um, Gallo is possibly an option.
Mhm.
Gallo had 10 homers this month, 1100 OPS.
5 straight games of home run right now.
Yeah, I mean, there's
Yeah.
just so many guys that have a strong chance. I think they're gonna do Schwarber, but I would not be shocked in the slightest if it was somebody else.
Oh man, hey, if it's Schwarber, I'm 100% down. I'm more than down to that. I just didn't see it. I saw either Olsen or Carrera back again. Put
Oh
Carlos
yeah,
Carrera back in there. He
yeah,
also had a
Correa,
great
yeah.
good. Yep. So we'll see. We'll definitely see. It's definitely going to be if Schwarber. Oh my God, Schwarber is the Lightning. It's pretty much. I think he's already guaranteed to have catcher as secondary. But if he's the Lightning and then they boosted up his lefty stats a little bit to make him even better, um, he's going to be almost everyone's starting catcher.
Don't forget, he got that lefty home run right at the end of the month.
I know. It's like he knew. And I would just like to say on the behalf of the Mets, you're welcome, MLB show fans, because we gave him, I don't know how many home runs in June. I think it's
He
around 6.
just
Oh,
kept
no.
pitching to him, dude.
Oh, man. It was just comical. It's absolutely, he had the 3-run home run game against the Mets. And then I was at dinner with my wife on Monday. And I was like, he's leading off. And then all of a sudden he hits a home run. I was like, you got to be freaking kidding me. And then he hits another one in that game. It's it's a lot of fun to watch him play when he's not playing against your favorite team, but still, I love watching Solver hit.
Yeah.
And it's crazy. He was non-tendered,
Yep. That's yeah, he was.
non-tendered, and he's going to get a lot of money next year if he
He's
continues
gonna
his.
get his bag.
Yeah, which he deserves, man. It's funny. There was a report earlier that Swarber and Michael Brand, Michael Brand, we can't forget Michael Brand
Yes.
had a great
Yes.
June as well. Hit a
Yes.
410 in June, so he's probably going to get a player month card. Um, it might not be as like juiced or power juice as a lot of people like to use, but his content is going to be there, and a lot of people love using his cards. So we should see Brantley, but Michael Brantley and Swarber both had interest in playing with the Yankees, and the Yankees haven't been playing the great, but they both shut them down. I was reading that a little earlier today, and look what kind of years they're putting up.
Yeah,
Um,
honestly.
so But yeah, it June's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. I think it's gonna have a chance to rival with April. We just had to see how it plays out. Um, and I'm ready for it. And that comes on Wednesday. Remember, Wednesday, not Friday, not Thursday. It's going to come Wednesday in the middle of the week, like we've been seeing. And yeah. And then after that, like you said, bring back the All Star. We're going to have All Star cards as well, like we saw with the Home Run Derby cards, and then All Star game cards. I think we got two from the All Star game. Did we get two cards of each league? Or do we get
Uh,
more?
from
Or
the
is it
All
just
Star
based
game?
off moments? Yeah, because in 19 we got the Michael Brantley All Star card. Did we get a Chapman card?
Yeah, we got a Chapman card. I think we got a Gallo card. We got
Was it Bieber?
yeah, because I think Bieber won the All Star Game MVP.
So there was like four from each league, I guess.
Yeah, no, you're right. That's actually yeah.
I would like to look. Let's see if we can look that up real
That
quick.
was yeah, no, because right that we got that. I think it was a 90. Was it a 97 Bieber or was it a 99 Bieber?
Was that on the market?
Dang, dude.
I'm trying to look it up right now, live on the spot. Let's see. I'm on the Show Nation. Event search.
Yeah, live on the
please.
spot. Let's see here.
Oh, 2019 All Star search. All right, here we go. This is going to include.
Oh, I got.
I got
Okay,
everything.
here's what I got.
Mhm.
Shane Bieber,
Yep.
and so this is including the
Home Run Derby.
4 home run derby cards. Shane Bieber, Pete Alonso, Aroldis Chapman, Joey Gallo, Michael Brantley, Luis Castillo,
Yeah.
Max Muncy.
Oh, that Muncy.
That
Oh
Muncy.
my god, that
That was-
Muncy was one of my favorite cards from that year.
Yeah, he was on my ESL squad.
Same here. Same with
Yeah.
that Gallo, I think.
Yeah, and then the other 3 were the home run derby guys: Acuna, Jock, and Vlad.
Yeah, I'm ready.
So
So
hopefully,
basically,
this year they could like pump it up a little bit more too.
Yeah, so pretty much it looks like we got 4 cards from the winning team and 2 from the losing. Because the AL won that. I mean, the AL, I think, wins every year.
Doesn't the AL always win?
I know it feels that way.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, we'll have that. We'll probably talk about that a little bit more once we get all the participants of the Home Run Derby and everyone that's in the All Star game. Who we got so far? We got Messini Atani from the AL, and from the NL we got Pete and Trevor Story so far, I believe.
Yeah, I don't think the other 4 have been announced yet. Do you have any 4
No.
you'd like to see possibly make it in? Because I think Vlad said he's not doing it.
Tatis said he's not doing either. Judge and Stanton said they're not doing it. Winker, give me Winker.
would be great.
me
I'll take
Gallo.
Castellanos too. Give me Winker and Castellanos.
Yeah, they're both starting in the NL. Why not?
Yeah.
I'd love to see that. And then I would love to see Gallo, man. Get Gallo in there.
Yeah, it'd be great. Of course, man. I still wanted to see Ryan McMahon. I thought he would have been a cool one.
Yeah, but they went with Story. I
Yeah.
mean, Story's more prolonged.
He's-
And speaking of that, Nolan Arenado got starting for third base. So I think they
Oh.
just played. Actually, I think I just saw something. They just played the Rockies last night. And
Yeah,
they
you
gave him a standing O. And you know what he said? That might have been his first standing O he ever received in Colorado.
Wow. Oh wow. Wow. I didn't hear
Put
that.
that into perspective. I think I heard that. This is all hearsay. Don't take this as facts. I just thought I heard it. I read it on the internet. Internet doesn't tell you all facts. So
What are you talking about? The
I think
internet
that's
never
what he
lies.
said. Yeah, but still, that's wild. But good for him starting as well for third base because he'll get another standing O at the All Star game. But yeah, lot of stuff to look forward to. Also, we saw something weird before we get off with the update. Remember, we got a new patch this week where they're trying to fix the freezes. And then there's multiple freezes they try to fix. They even indicated they're still working on the contact hitting, which we all know. You saw on stream yesterday with Rofo.
Yeah,
Giving a little,
I heard it.
a little jab to the contact hitting, saying that's how he hits right now. But I would expect another patch probably go maybe down the road for the gameplay because we haven't seen any gameplay patches yet, which is quite surprising. I thought we'll at least get one. I know they didn't want to rush it, but we almost when did it come out? April what? 16th?
The game? Yeah, I think it was April. Yeah, it was the 16th.
16th. So we're almost 3 months into the game with no gameplay patch. Hey, for me personally, I'm fine with them taking their time. I know a lot of people are more impatient, but then again, they play the probably the game a lot more, um, or just very competitive and want to patch. I don't blame them, but we'll see where it goes. I say about maybe this month. It has to be this month, being 3 months in the game.
Yeah. No, yeah, I'm with you. If they need to take their time and get it right, I'm totally fine playing the game in its current
Mm,
state. I mean,
yeah,
pinpoint pitching has helped solve a lot of my problems from previous games anyway. So I'm totally cool with whatever they want to do. And contact swinging, you know, as much as it is an issue, I use it every time I play, so I benefit
I
from it
still
too.
haven't used it.
It's worth it. I mean, hey,
Is it?
to each their own, but it's for me, it's been
I feel
it's
like it's just gonna be mentally for me, like to go from contact and then I don't know. I just kind of want to stick it out with normal. I don't know. Maybe
so
I'll come to the dark side.
maybe. I mean, for me, it was just like once you have to do it for you can't just do it for one game. You can't do it for just
Mm.
two games. You got to do it for like a good sample size. And honestly, with some of the perfect nukes you're gonna hit, you're gonna be like, there's a reason why people want this to be addressed. So it's
All right.
there. There is a difference.
Sounds good. Yeah, maybe I'll try it out. Well, I'll pour it back next week. Next week, I did want to get to this week, but I think it's actually better for next week. We have a lot of QA and questions um, that we got asked. We'll answer them next week. That'll give us something to talk because there's not that much. I think next week for content wise, besides the moonshot, I think we got a second half Legends headliner,
We get
and
player of the
then
month.
oh yeah, player month. Oh yeah, we talked about player month. You know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking that we're recording on Monday and Tuesday because right now we're recording on Friday, which is going to get released tonight. Um, so if you're listening to this, it's on Friday. So happy Friday, and yeah, so we'll be talking about player month next week. All right, perfect. So I
Sweet.
guess we'll wait. We'll just wait until the same time next week.
Yeah, works for
Yeah,
me.
sounds good. All right, so that's going to do it for today, Cougs. Like we said, we'll talk about we'll get those Q&A questions. We'll talk about the July player month, the headliner, the new headliner pack, and much more. You guys have, if you're celebrating 4th of July, you guys have a safe and holiday and eat barbecue, watch a lot of baseball, crack a couple cold ones. And we'll catch you guys back here next week on Inside the Show. Once again, you can follow us on Twitter, Inside the Show PC. Be free to ask us questions. I'll put up another post if you guys want to ask more questions. Follow us on YouTube. You're watching us live on YouTube, youtube.com/Inside the Show. Follow my boy Cougs at Cougs46 on Twitter. I'm at Scuffy Miggy TV. Once again, have a good holiday. Have a good 4th. We'll catch you guys next time on Inside the Show. Peace out.